Aloha! Hey, Lydia! How are you? Oh, hi, Susan. What's going on? Guess what? I'm already feeling like I'm in Hawaii. Hawaii? Really? Yes! I've decided to go to Hawaii next month. Wow, that's a bit sudden, isn't it? Oh, don't tell me you forgot. Next month is both mine and David's birthdays. And it's our milestone 60th birthday. Oh, right. You and David are turning 60, aren't you? Exactly. Every year, I've been asking David for a Chanel bag or a Hermes scarf for my birthday. But this year is special. So I thought, why not go bigger? Go bigger? Honestly, I think getting designer goods every year is already pretty extravagant. Oh, come on. It's just once a year. I'm allowed to be a little spoiled, right? But recently, a friend of mine went to Spain. She explored the beautiful streets of Barcelona and saw Gaudi's amazing architecture. So I thought I'd like to go somewhere special too. Barcelona, huh? That sounds nice. Gaudi, like the Sagrada Familia? Exactly! Sagrada Familia, Park Güell, all of it. And the photos she showed me were just stunning. It made me realize that maybe a memorable trip is better than more designer stuff. I see where you're coming from. And since it's our 60th, I figured, why not go all out? I want to go to Hawaii, take a bunch of photos on those white sandy beaches with the crystal blue water, and make my friends totally jealous. Oh, I see. People do say that trips create lifelong memories. Exactly. Hawaii is a place I've always wanted to visit. I've been dreaming of relaxing on Waikiki Beach and watching the sunset at Diamond Head. And Hawaii is a shopping paradise, isn't it? You can buy so many luxury items at the duty-free stores. And I want to pick up lots of souvenirs to show off to my friends. So the real goal is to impress your friends, huh? No. It's not just that. I want to really enjoy everything Hawaii has to offer. The nature is stunning. I'm even planning to watch whales at Makapu'u Point and catch some surfers at the North Shore. So it's decided. We are going to Hawaii for our 60th birthday celebration. Family vacation style. Oh, really? So you and David are going together? What? Just the two of us? No way. It's a family vacation. So of course, you and James are coming too. Otherwise, we'd have to pay for the trip ourselves. What? Wait a minute. You're saying James and I have to pay for this trip? That's impossible. What are you talking about? Of course it's your responsibility. James is our only son. So it's his duty to take care of us. A family vacation is the perfect way to show some appreciation. Look, I get the importance of showing appreciation, but paying for an international trip? That's too much. James and I don't make that kind of money, and we have 2 kids to take care of. That's irrelevant. I'll handle booking the flights and the hotel. You just need to cover the expenses. And since it's our 60th, I'll be picking out a top-notch hotel. But we really can't afford it. We're saving every penny for the kids' education. And with rising costs, we're barely making ends meet. We haven't even had a chance to go on a vacation ourselves. In this situation, we just can't afford to pay for your trip. You're being dramatic. You both work, so you should have more than enough. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and David doesn't earn as much as he used to. So you two need to step up. Saying you can't afford to take care of us is just an excuse. but it's the truth. I'm thinking of booking one of the most famous, ultra-luxurious hotels in Waikiki, right on the beachfront. It has a private beach, and the rooms come with their own jacuzzi. Breakfast is served in an ocean view restaurant, where the chef prepares a lavish buffet right in front of you. A place like that? There's just no way we can afford it. I'm managing our budget so carefully. I make the kids' lunches every day, and I even eat leftovers to save money. Even so, managing our budget every month is really tough. We just don't have the extra cash for such a luxurious trip. Please, just go with David. Enjoy Hawaii together. What? Are you seriously turning me down? You've got to be kidding. I can't believe this. But it's not just about the cost. Are James and I supposed to go too? We both have jobs, and we don't have anyone to watch the kids. Plus, they're 6 and 2 years old, and they still need me to help them sleep at night. That's just because you're spoiling them. Why not let the older one take care of the younger one? A 6-year-old should be able to handle basic things by now. Back in the day, kids took care of their siblings all the time. Back in the day? Are you talking about when you were a kid? Yes. I was looking after my younger siblings from the moment I could walk. I fed them, changed diapers, cooked meals, and cleaned the house while my mom was out working in the fields. Kids today are way too pampered. You should learn from how people used to live and teach your kids some responsibility. But Susan, times have changed, and so have parenting methods. Nowadays, we prioritize our children's safety and health, so there's no way I'm leaving them home alone. Then why don't you have your parents take care of them? That's not possible. My parents live far away. We'd have to fly to get there. Then just have them come to stay at your house while you're on the trip. Both my parents work. They could take a week off, couldn't they? Please don't make it sound so easy. Oh, for heaven's sake. You've been making excuses this whole time. But James and I absolutely can't go to Hawaii. No way. You and James have to come no matter what. Listen, this is a family trip for our 60th birthday celebration. It wouldn't mean anything without you there. It's really not possible. Lydia, you're just worrying too much. Kids are resilient. They'll figure it out on their own. If they need help, just tell them to go to a neighbor's house. It's only a week, for goodness sake. Like I said, parenting today is different from when you were raising kids. I'm sorry, but we can't do it. And there's no way we can take 2 young children on an international trip. Oh my goodness. You are the most stubborn daughter-in-law. You know, you really should have had just 1 child like I did. That way, you'd have more freedom and could take them on trips like this. How can you say that? That's just too much. But it's true. Having siblings just causes more problems. It doubles the expenses and they have to sacrifice. So neither one gets enough attention. Because you have 2 kids, you have to work, and it defeats the purpose. But didn't you have a lot of siblings too? That was a different time. It's fine to have lots of kids if the mother stays home. But these days, young mothers can't wait to get back to work. That's why kids aren't being raised properly anymore. That's just a bias, Susan. You can still show love and care for your kids while working. Oh, really? If you only had 1 child, you could stay at home, and they wouldn't feel lonely. You'd have time to cook nutritious meals and be home when they get back from school, so they wouldn't feel neglected. I feel sorry for your kids. Well, for your information, James was the one who wanted 2 kids. And even though I work full-time, I still cook and spend quality time with my children. James is very involved too. He wakes up early to help make the kids' lunches. And he helps with chores at night. We all support each other as a family and are doing just fine. We're not cutting corners as much as you think, Susan. We may have less time, but our kids are well loved and taken care of. Oh, you think you know it all, don't you? You've barely started raising your kids, yet you talk so big. Have you ever taken your kids on an international trip like I did with James? He traveled to all sorts of countries when he was young. Well, no, we haven't gone abroad, but we've been on several domestic trips. Domestic trips, huh? That's nothing compared to an international experience. The memories and learning are on a whole different level. Having more than one child really is a disadvantage. I'm enjoying my life so much more than you are. A trip to Hawaii would cost tens of thousands, you know. Oh, it's not just tens of thousands. It'll be at least $20,000. $20,000? That can't be true. It is true. We're staying in a luxury hotel and travel costs add up. Plus, I want to shop to my heart's content and eat the best food. I also want to buy plenty of designer items at the duty-free shops. So yes, we'll need at least $20,000. There's no way we can afford that. And besides, we're not celebrities. We can't afford such an extravagant 60th birthday celebration. If you really want to go, you should pay for it yourself. Oh, really? Do you have any idea how much money I spent raising my son? If it weren't for me, you wouldn't even have met him, gotten married, or had those 2 kids. None of this would have been possible without my husband and me, right? Well, of course. But what does that have to do with paying for a trip? It has everything to do with it. Raising Sam until he was an adult cost us at least $300,000. I'm just asking for $20,000 back as a token of appreciation. Am I asking for something unreasonable? Yes, you are. I can't understand your logic at all. I'm only asking for $20,000. I think I'm being a very reasonable mother-in-law. Others would ask for much more. Most mother-in-laws wouldn't ask to be reimbursed for raising their kids. And besides, didn't we buy you a $500 wallet for your birthday just recently? That was a big purchase for us. That was cheap. What I really wanted was a $5,000 Hermes bag. I only settled because Sam begged me to. That's why I want you to pay for the Hawaii trip. Your sense of money is just too different from ours. I'm using a bag I got as a freebie with a magazine. Well, an Hermes bag wouldn't suit you anyway. You need to be someone with my kind of refined taste to pull that off. And remember, this isn't just for my birthday. It's for your father-in-law's too. We deserve an unforgettable celebration. I see. I can't decide this on my own, so I'll talk to Sam. Yes, please do. I'm sure Sam will understand my feelings. Unlike you, he's a sweet, considerate son. I'll be waiting for your call. In the meantime, I'll look up some luxury hotels. Hey, have you spoken to Sam about the Hawaii trip yet? Not that I need to ask. I'm sure he agreed, right? It's not happening. Excuse me? Sam and I aren't going to Hawaii, so you'll have to go by yourselves or just give up on the idea. What? Are you kidding me? You did try to convince him, right? Yes, I did. But we simply don't have that kind of money, so it's impossible. Please drop it. No way. I've already picked out the hotel I want to stay at. There's no way I'm giving this up. I'm going to Hawaii. End of story. What do you want us to do? We can't make money up here out of nowhere. I'm not getting any younger, you know. You two still have time to save up. But for us, time is running out. Cash out the kids' college funds or your life insurance and use that for the trip. You're being ridiculous. I'm getting a headache just thinking about it. You know, if I had known this was going to happen, I wouldn't have pushed for a second grandkid. My older grandson is such a sweetheart. He's always saying he loves his grandma and is so thankful when I give him toys or candy. He's such a lively, bright boy, and I'm really excited about his future. But the younger one, your daughter, she's got your attitude and I can't stand her. She's always giving me this sharp look, never says hi, and cries over the littlest things. And she's so defiant. She's only 2, it's just a face. No, it's either she's got your nasty personality or you're doing a terrible job raising her. If it weren't for her, everything would be so much easier. We could have used that money for Hawaii. How dare you? Even as a joke, that's way too much. Say whatever you want about me, but don't you dare talk about my kids like that. I'm just telling the truth. We're your elders, so you should be prioritizing us. And by the way, Sam gave me some souvenirs from Disneyland. You had money for that trip, didn't you? That was a birthday present for the kids. We saved up for that. It was their first time at Disneyland. Is that so? You should have saved that Disneyland money for us instead. Such a waste. Are we done here? You understand that we can't afford it, right? No. If you had money to go to Disneyland, then you should take us to Hawaii too. If not, it's divorce. D-I-V-O-R-C-E. Or give up your younger child to foster care or something. That way, you'll save money by not having to raise her, and we can use that for the trip. That's horrible. How can you even say something like that? The horrible one here is you, neglecting us. Let me remind you, Sam is on our side. Crying to him won't work. You're just an outsider anyway, so pick. Divorce or take us to Hawaii? Fine. That's more like it. You finally get it, huh? You're really such a clueless daughter-in-law. It's exhausting. Well, I'll go ahead and book the hotel right away. A friend told me just yesterday how easy it is to book overseas hotels. Yes, please do. I'll set it up for payment on arrival, so make sure you bring the money. And don't forget to find a place to leave the kids. They'd just be a nuisance on an international trip. Oh, and you'll be the luggage carrier. Sam, my husband, and I will be walking together as a family. Got it. I'll tell Sam. We'll be leaving on the last Sunday of next month. We'll stay for a week, so take time off work. I can't wait. This is going to be so much fun. Make sure you have the money ready, all right? Bye. This month has flown by. Tomorrow's the day we leave for Hawaii. I'm so excited, I can hardly wait. How about Sam? Is he excited? Yeah, I guess he is. Of course he is. It's a family trip. Oh, I want to plan out the details for tomorrow. So I'm coming over to your place now. I just bought a Hawaii travel guide at the bookstore today. Let's go over the plans together. All right, we'll be waiting. You know, you're not really that great at cooking. I appreciate you making dinner for us earlier, but it was a bit bland. Is that so? Poor Sam, having to eat that every day. I'll teach you how to make her family's recipes next time. You need to step up and act like a proper wife. Yes, I understand. Oh, and I found your passport. So I picked it up for you. Wait, my passport? Where did you find it? Oh, I'm sorry. I think I accidentally threw it away. What? I can be such a klutz sometimes. Looks like you won't be able to join us on the trip tomorrow. Wait, did you really throw it away? Yep. On my way home, I thought I'd empty my bag. So I stopped by a trash can at the convenience store and must have tossed your passport by mistake. It's too much trouble to go get it back now, so you'll just have to give up. Give up? You did that on purpose, didn't you? No, I'm not that mean. But too bad. I was really looking forward to you coming with us. But now, you can't go to Hawaii. It'll just be me, my husband, and Sam, the real family. That's terrible. Throwing it away is the worst thing you could do. I told you. It was just a mistake. But hey, this works out, right? Your kids can't sleep without their mom, right? Thanks to me, they won't have to miss you while we're gone. I understand. I have things to do, so if you'll excuse me. Alrighty. We'll be leaving for the airport in Sam's car tomorrow morning, so I'll pick you up early. You just stay here and enjoy your little Hawaii daydreams. See you later. Lydia, what are you doing? Ignoring me even though I've been ringing the doorbell nonstop? Are you still mad about the passport thing? Sam wants to go to Hawaii, so get him out here, you wicked woman. What? My passport is right here, though. Excuse me? What are you talking about? I threw away your passport yesterday, didn't I? It was sitting with your planner, so it had to be yours. Sorry to disappoint you, but that was just a notebook. You probably stuffed it into your bag in a hurry while I was in the bathroom. So you didn't notice at first glance, did you? What? That can't be right. If it was just a notebook, I would have noticed. Well, a regular notebook, sure. But that was a passport look-alike notebook. I bought it for journaling my trips. I've always loved traveling, so after every trip, I write my memories in that passport-shaped notebook. No way! It looked so real, I didn't notice. Must be the old eyes, huh? It even says passport notebook on it. I had it out because I was planning to write about a recent trip to Disneyland. No! This can't be happening! I was so sure it was real. I never imagined you'd throw it away, but I'm glad I hadn't written anything in it yet. So, you really did throw it out on purpose, huh? If you actually thought it was real and tossed it in the trash, that's practically a crime. Well, you weren't going to properly celebrate our 60th, so I just wanted to teach you a lesson. And now I've been duped. This is the worst. Fine. You can come with us after all. What? We're not going to Hawaii. What? Are you still sulking? Just come out. The plane won't wait for you. No, seriously, we're not going. And by the way, we've already moved out of that house. What? You're kidding, right? You were there just yesterday. We moved right after you left yesterday. So, the house I've been ringing the doorbell at is empty? Yep. No one's going to answer no matter how much you ring. You never told me that. Nope, we didn't. Sam told me not to mention it. He said that? He would never say something like that. He's such a kind son who always puts his parents first. You must have forced him to stay behind because you don't want him to go to Hawaii. I get that you want to blame me, but Sam said he doesn't want to go to Hawaii. That's what I told you from the start. He said it's not financially possible. I thought you were lying. Let me ask you, has Sam ever once told you that he wants to go? Sam told me he gets your calls all the time, but he doesn't answer because he doesn't want to go. I just thought he was too busy with work to answer. That's why I kept calling you. So, Sam really isn't coming to Hawaii? I'm so confused. Let me make it clear. Neither Sam nor I are going to Hawaii. And since we've already moved, please stop making a scene. You're disturbing the neighbors. Wait. I already told your father-in-law that this Hawaii trip is a 60th birthday gift from you too. If you don't come, we can't pay for it. I've already booked the flights in the luxury hotel. We never said we were going. All we did was listen to you and say we understand. We'll take an international trip someday, just the four of us. Please, enjoy Hawaii with your husband. No! No way! I already booked a fancy hotel. I can't cancel it on the day of. Please, I'm begging you, come. I'll never forget that you told me to put our kids in foster care. Tell me your new address. I'll come pick you up right now. No thanks. I have no intention of having any further contact with you. No! Take care. Goodbye. Wait, Linda, please. I'm sorry. How am I supposed to explain this to my husband? Later, she tearfully explained everything to her husband. They had to cancel the flights and hotel at the last minute. But because they canceled so late, they had to pay a cancellation fee, which she couldn't afford. She had to beg her husband to cover the cost. This incident pushed him over the edge, and just before their 60th birthdays, they got divorced. Now, she's working hard at a job she's not used to, trying to pay back the money she squandered over the years. Since she never worked and only indulged in luxury, I think she deserves to struggle. As for me, I'm happily living in our new home with Sam and our 2 kids. Once the kids are a little older, we're planning our first family trip abroad.